Hey fam, I came across this video that I thought this is a word that people use now. It's a term called pandering. And I believe this was a good example of pandering because it was a man talking about why women should wear makeup, or he's defending why they wear it. But he also sounds like he's gay. So if he's gay, it would make perfect sense that he would say something like that. I just want y'all to listen, and then I'm going to give my little commentary about it because I think a lot of things are just taken way too far. People get upset about everything all the time and make a big deal about it. So I just think it's kind of silly. But anyway, I want to let y'all listen and then y'all can, see what I'm talking about here.
I got the best
sorry,
that you had.
What's wrong with a guy saying you look better without makeup? Because apparently it's a big problem.
Yeah, because it's rude. Like, put yourself in their shoes. Let's imagine you put effort into something, and then somebody comes along to tell you that they'd wish that you hadn't. It's rude, right? They're basically telling you that you've wasted your time because what you have done doesn't serve them in some kind of way, assuming that it was meant to when it most likely wasn't. That's a rude thing to do. And that's also ignoring the fact that women in general throughout their entire lives have been told what to do, what not to do, what to wear, what not to wear in order to serve men in our society. It's really annoying and it's just rude. What would be better to say, and would still get your point across, is to say something like, you know what, I think you look gorgeous even before you put makeup on. So then you're getting your point across. You're saying that you think they look good without makeup, whilst also not negating the efforts that they put into their makeup when it wasn't for
I
you.
don't know if y'all heard that. He even brought up the fact that women have always been told what not to do, what to wear, what not to wear. This is makeup, right? This is why I said it's exaggerated. Because there is a type of woman that the Most High God wants us to be. And then there's this worldly woman that is pushed on us, right? To be sexy, to be scantily dressed, and to be overly made up. And then when you're presenting yourself like that, what type of attention are you going to attract? Will it be a husband? Or would it be a person that just want to fling because he thinks less of you? Now, this man's point is a woman should be able to do whatever she wants to do without being criticized for it. I disagree. How you present your product, because that's what you might as well call us, we're products, right? Is what you're going to expect to get from it. Now, if you're pushing transgender looking type thing, then that's what you're going to get treated as. Because when a woman wears too much makeup, she looks like a transsexual. She looks like somebody who's trying too hard to look feminine, which is what the men do who don't look feminine. They add all this extra makeup to themselves so they can so-called look like a woman. And we get this whole idea of over making up ourselves from them. That was never the case. Back in the day, it was transsexuals, transgender, whatever you want to call them, whatever they call themselves, and prostitutes who overly made up themselves. And they did it for a reason. It was their field, their craft, their money-making thing for them. So that's why they did it. I don't know when it became something wonderful for us to do on a daily basis. And also you have models. Models, they wear a whole bunch of makeup. It's a point that they're trying to get across, trying to advertise whatever it is. It might be makeup or they just advertising a clothing or whatever. And the models are made up according to what they're wearing. It's like, I guess everything has its place. But now you have women getting up, putting on a full face of makeup every single day. That's your business. I couldn't care less. But why in the world would it be rude for a man to say you look better without it? I remember when I was younger, I loved my orange and red lipsticks so much. I didn't put on makeup. My skin was actually really nice. I didn't pay attention to how nice my skin was when I was younger. As you get older and you look back and you go, oh, my skin don't look like that anymore. But I did get a lot of compliments on my skin. And I remember one guy saying, you have on makeup? And I'm like, no, I don't. And he was like, that's your skin looking nice like that? I said, yes, I don't wear makeup. So the only thing that I would put on would be my lipstick. I would put on my oranges and reds because in the 80s and 90s, that's what I put on. That's what I wore, especially the 90s and the 2000s. That was my favorite color. And guess what? My children's father didn't like it. And when I had a couple of boyfriends after, they didn't like it. They like to cuddle a lot. Men like to kiss you a lot. And it's something that's unnatural to them. When they go to kiss you, now that goop is all on their face, right? My husband still does that to me. And I like my chapsticks. I got on a little color right now. It's neutral. But I like shiny lips. I still like shiny lips. And he'd be like, I can't even kiss you because that stuff is on your lips. Now, I ain't going to let him make me start putting on my chapstick because I'm not going to run around here dry. Right? But men overall, they don't care for all of that stuff. And we should be happy that they find us beautiful as we are. Why is it considered rude? Rude to say you look better without makeup? That doesn't make any sense. I think that we're so petty. Everything is an insult. If you choose to wear a whole face full of makeup every day, you're going to attract certain types of men. A lot of men are saying that. It's coming from their mouths. Now, I'm a woman, and when I look at it, I think it's excessive. I think it's too much, but that's my business, right? I'm not going to wear it. I don't want my face all caked up and piled up with those chemicals because it is chemicals, and they are dangerous chemicals to affect your eyes and your skin. You're going to look bad after a while from wearing too much makeup. And although they call it natural, there's still toxins in it. I've seen so many people explaining this stuff. We don't need all of that. Now, if you choose to wear it, what I'm saying to you, I'm not telling you what to do. You can do what you want. That's what everybody always does, right? We do what we want even when God is displeased. So you have the choice to do that. So I'm saying if a man tells you that you look good without it, why would you be offended? And the man is saying, well, the women don't put it on for the men. But if the man invites you for a date and you come out the house all made up and this is not what he like, he has to look across the table at you all day long looking like that. Is that fair to him? Date the men that don't mind. And how can you get insulted because a person is telling you look good without all of that? You don't need it. You look good as you are. They're accepting you as you are. Because guess what? Once you're married or become somebody's lover, when you wash your face, they're going to see what you really look like. And y'all got to admit, y'all see all these makeup tutorials. These women look like a whole nother person. By the time they're finished putting on them 5-6 layers of makeup, they look like somebody else. They don't even look like themselves anymore. And that's excessive and unnecessary. But do you, boo? Do whatever you want to do. It's your life. It's your face. Do you? I'm just saying it's ridiculous for people to be insulted because a man tells you that you're beautiful as God made you. He appreciates your natural beauty. That's a good thing as far as I'm concerned. And it's not a man telling you what to do or bossing you around. Everything is a fight with us. Everything is ridiculous. I'm like, this gender wars are increasing in every way, just in case people are not noticing. This man against woman and woman against man, and nobody's seeing the other person's side of the story. Everybody wants things the way they want it. Everybody's hurt. Everybody's jaded. Everybody's bitter. Calm down, people. Different strokes for different folks. That still stands. No two people are the same. None of us are going to be doing exactly the same thing. It would be a boring world if we did, right? And so we get it. You're you, I'm me. You do this, I don't do that. I do this, you don't do that. So what? Whatever. But why we have to fight about everything? We're fighting about everything, that we're missing the picture. We're missing the bigger picture. That we need each other. And that we don't have to make it as hard as it is. Learn to gravitate toward people who are like-minded as yourself. Some men don't mind their women wearing makeup. In fact, certain men in certain circles would probably prefer it because that's the kind of people that he's around. I don't know. The men that I know from where I come from, they like natural girls. They like natural girls. They do. And a lot of women are talking about the hair thing, the weaves and extensions, that they were seeking women from other cultures, right? Because we didn't have that type of hair. We got this beautiful stuff. My stuff is beautiful. That's right. My wool is beautiful. Love it. Now, for me to come across a black man who doesn't appreciate what I got growing out of my scalp, he would be somebody that I wouldn't deal with. Because I'm not putting anything in my head that is not coming out of my scalp. I've never desired weaves and stuff. Do I wear extensions for braids and things? Yes. I think I'm about to get my hair braided in a couple of days. Yes. But it still looked like me. I'm ethnic. It looks like who I am, my culture. But a lot of times women did do these things to try to fit in or be in competition with what our men looked like they were seeking. So yeah, that came into play too. But now we have it where women are accepting themselves just as they are, and they should. We have daughters, family. We have little girls, and that's what I wanted to make the point about. We have little girls watching us, and we are telling them a story. If we don't go out as we are, of course, clean, well kept, and groomed, that's the basics. If we don't go out as we are and our little children are watching us, what are we telling them? What are we telling our little girls? You're ugly. You're not enough. So they're going to grow up with that implanted in their brain. And then when they grow up, they're going to want to look like something other than themselves. And that's the major point. I don't think that a lot of us love ourselves. And people say, why can't I love myself just because I'm putting on makeup? Because once you put it on, you're putting on so much that you don't even look like you. Now, there's a natural beat that they call, a natural beat. Because sometimes you want to enhance yourself. You got weddings, anniversaries, birthdays. We do have things that we want to do a little extra sprucing up for. But people are going out with full face of makeup every day, women. And a lot of them who stopped doing it, they said it was hard for them to stop doing it because people didn't even recognize them without it. And now you look less attractive because you don't have on all that drag costume, these extra long eyelashes and stuff. I'm just going to say it, y'all. I think it looks so foolish. And it'd be beautiful women that put on all of this stuff. And maybe some women that's not so attractive, that's not enhancing beauty in them to me. You just look like somebody else. Be yourself. You should feel free to be who you are and be comfortable in that. And if you meet a man who appreciates you for your natural beauty, how can that be insulting? I'm so confused. How is that insulting? Nobody can tell you what to do. But if you want a decent man, you meet a good guy and he's got check off everything in your little check off list, on your little list, except he doesn't like makeup. You're going to miss out on a good opportunity with being with a good man because he's saying, sweetheart, you don't need that makeup. You're going to blow a good thing for something like that? I'm just asking a question, family. I'm asking a question. Like I said, I'm not here to tell anybody what to do. That's not my job. Do you however you wish to do it. I would like to say stay in the guidelines of what the Most High God want us to do, but we disobey him, right? We don't pay what he tell us to do any mind. So who am I to tell you what to do? I just wanted to make a point. The man thinks you're beautiful as you are. One girl said, yeah, I was coming out. What'd she say? I was looking wicked. Not as the positive thing. She was saying it as a negative thing. That she wasn't all spruced up as she usually is. And she said, it seemed like I get more attention when I'm not spruced up. And it's true. Like I told you guys, I don't even wear a lot of makeup. When I used to go to the park to go for exercise and throw on a cap and just put my hair in a ponytail, I would get more attention than when I call myself getting dressed up, minus the makeup, because I wore makeup, let me see, around what age group I started to put on a little makeup, but I would only wear it when I went to church because I got dressed up and I put a little makeup on. And I think I put makeup over my entire face a few times. I didn't even like the whole face of makeup. I would do a little, not eyeliner because my eyes get very irritated, but I would do some mascara sometime and eyeshadow. And then I would shape my eyebrows a bit. But, as I got older, I didn't desire to do any of that stuff. So it's what you feel about yourself. And I just thought it was too much. Some pictures that I looked at, I'm like, oh, I got too much. Sometimes I'd put a little lipstick on my cheek to make it look like blush, just to add a little oomph to myself or whatever. So it's not like I've never worn makeup. And then my goddaughter, she was into makeup she still is. She made up my face for my 45th birthday. Some people liked it. Some people didn't. They're accustomed to seeing me more fresh faced. And some people thought it was nice for the occasion. So like I said, we're going to wear makeup for occasions. And of course, it's nice because it gives you a little neater looking appearance, a little spruced up for the event. You're taking pictures and you want to look cute. But excess of anything is never good. You need to look like yourself. You need to look like yourself. And when you're dealing with a man, he needs to know who he's getting married to. And that's all I'm saying. He needs to know who he's getting married to. Let him see you without that stuff. And then every time you go out, some people take so long to put on makeup too. You in the mirror for 2 hours just to go to get a bite to eat. Like, why can't you just go barefaced sometime? I don't understand it. All right. That's it, y'all. I'm done. Peace, love, and blessings.